What this means is, with purpose is our intention. Just like we follow Never God says, set an intention, set a want. What do you want? What do you want to manifest? That's purpose. Okay, we could have several purposes in life, several intentions, several goals in life. But once we set a purpose, once we set exactly what we want, we have a direct line to it. Okay, our direct line is our thoughts. Okay, and the more we work on this, like in the beginning, we want all of our thought power to go towards this purpose. We want all of our energy to go towards this purpose. We want to think only good thoughts. Okay, to be aligned with what we want, to be aligned with our intention. So, but what he's saying is, most of us, we don't have no thought control. We let our thoughts aimlessly go all over the place. So imagine yourself, we have this straight line, and you're trying to drive down this road to what you want, to your destination. But every time you have a thought of negative, you pull off and you wander over here for a long time. And sometimes we wander over here for years. You know what I mean? I mean, honestly, sometimes I laugh. Or basically our energy focuses on that. We lose the energy. We lose focus on what we really want. We lose focus on that dream job, or dream career. We lose focus on our dream house or dream vacation. We lose focus on our dream car, and we're focusing on something petty. And this is what he said at the beginning of the chapter. All these weird things that we focus on are petty. And all these petty things that we're focused on, all these negative thoughts, what we don't like about this person, what we don't like about my boss at work, these are just petty things, but it steals your joy. Okay, and it steals your joy, but it steals what you really want, because now you're focused on it. And now you're so focused on it, you end up attracting at that vibration. It brings you more of that. And so you realize what you're doing, and you get back in line with what you want. So that's what he's saying. Okay, once we start mastering this, we start driving towards what we really want. Then as we become closer and closer to what we want, we become closer and closer aligned with what we want. We become closer and closer to what we want, to our attention. Now all of a sudden we hit this fear barrier. Okay, the closer we become to it, okay, what we want is on the other side of fear, this fear barrier. How does a fear barrier happen? It's because we start worrying, we start doubting. Our worries and doubt, if we don't control it, lead to fear, and fear is crippling. Because once we hit this fear barrier, we're scared so much because we're out of our comfort zone. Okay. When you want to attract that dream house, when you want to attract that dream car, when you want to be a millionaire, what that means is you got to change from the inside out. You got to become a better person. You got to become that millionaire now. And what that means is, if you're a millionaire, what type of decisions would you be making? How would you be carrying yourself? How would you be talking? What type of friends would you have? What would be your hobbies? Okay, most of the time we'll find is that that's different than how you are right now. So you got to become congruent with it. And lots of times when you start becoming congruent with it, as you start moving closer and closer to what you want, you hit that fear barrier, meaning you have to become congruent with it. That's when fear sets in, because we're uncomfortable and we don't like that uncomfortable feeling. And we don't like it so much, we will go backwards into poverty. We will go backwards into our comfort zone. Our comfort zone, we're not going to attract in our comfort zone. We're not going to attract that better lifestyle, that millionaire lifestyle, sitting exactly where you are right now with the exact mindset you have right now. You're not going to attract at that level. Okay, so you got to bust through this fear barrier. That's what you have to do. You got to bust through it. Because once you bust through it and you conquer fear, you conquer life, what you want is on the other side of fear, my friends. So that's really the premise of this whole chapter. But other than that, my friends, if you have any questions, comment below. I'd love to know where you're at and what you're doing. I love you guys.